Okay, continuation. Because I accidentally paused the other video, stopped it. Well, heck. I hope it's a continuation. We'll see. We'll see. Man, if I lost that video, I'm gonna be so mad. Woo! That was a 40-minute video. But, what was I saying? Shit. Fuck. Oh, the girl that I fell in love with and everything. Like, I kept her, text messages on my phone for the longest, and then I just deleted them all because it was becoming an unhealthy obsession, like, because it was building a delusion in my mind of, like, what could be happening versus what actually is happening, you know, because it was, like, sending me into daydream mode even more, so I cut them out and deleted them and everything, and I'm really mad at her for that, because I'm like, do you know what we could have had by now? But, shit, I hope I didn't lose the other video, because if I did, I'm going to have to reshoot even this one. Like, I'm just going to have to delete this one, reshoot, and everything else. But, hopefully I didn't, because I was talking about, just being confused, like, and dealing with sin and stuff, like, and I think that's the biggest thing, and it's like trying to not be petty, and it's like, yeah, I cut my neighbor out because she lied, and I don't deal with liars. I don't do lying. I don't fucking do it. And like, she does. You get what I'm saying? And that's her sin of choice, you know, and granted, it may not be her biggest sin of choice, you know, but it's something that she sees no flaw or harm in, you know, and I do. And that's like with me falling in love with this girl and everything. It's like that's my sin of choice for the moment in time. But since it's like backfiring because she's not with me, it's really blowing my mind. And I'm like, here we go again, you know. And it's almost making me gonna pick, because I'm leaning towards, like, I've noticed it's like I'm slowly ticking back to fucking, and that's the thing, is like I'm ticking backwards because of you now. I don't want to tick backwards, okay? I want to move forwards with my life. But like my OCD is like, it's on the verge of coming to a head again and being like, hello, everything has to be perfect and you have to do it and you have to be perfect and you need to not eat that because that's really bad for you and that's going to make you really fat, and you need to not eat this because it's really bad for you, and you need to only eat at this time, that time, and that time, and you need to take this many showers a day, this many baths a day. You've got to bathe your dogs like every fucking week, even though you don't have the money and you don't know how the fuck you're going to do it, and you're going to drive yourself insane making sure that they get a bath every Monday or Friday or when the fuck ever you pick a day. And then, like, the end of the world could be coming, you know, and like it could be like, hey, you know, evacuate, and it's gonna be like, no, it's Monday, I gotta bathe my dog, fuck you, I'm gonna die. You know, like, OCD is like so bad. And like, I even wrote my daughter, I was like, if you don't come back, honey, I was like this was before, like, I was so wrapped up, I guess, in like wanting, like, this was like in the midst of me kinda, I knew I was crushing on this girl, but I didn't know how deep it was. And so I hung out with her a few times later after this, and I was like, I really like her. You know, I was like, holy shit, I really like her. Like, I fucking love her, you know. But, and that's the thing, too, is, like, even my neighbor that's, like, against it and tries to say she's not and all that and everything, and even, like, other people, they're like, you got it bad. And I'm like, I know. I'm like, I know, I got it bad. You know, and I'm like, shut up. I do, like, I got it bad for this girl. Like, I even told one manager talking to her, like, I was like, man, I was like, well, she's fucked up. And she's like, why you say that? And I said, well, my kid got taken from me. My life fell apart. Then I met this girl, fell in love with her. And I said, and I'm so in love with her that I've even told her, I'm like, I'm going to marry you one day, And I've told her that. And I'm like, I haven't even kissed her. I don't even know if she can kiss worth a damn. And I was like, I was like, what's wrong with me? And I was like, and they're like, you just know what you want. Don't feel bad about it. And I'm like, but she's making me feel bad about wanting her, And I'm like, yeah, like, it's just so infuriating. But, anyways, like, but I told my kid, like, probably in the middle of kind of realizing how strong my feelings was for this girl, I was like, if you don't come home, my OCD is going to be so bad. Like, it's going to come back because it's like an obsession. Because, like, my kid has been my obsession, I guess you'd say. And not, like, in a bad way, but then kind of a little. And so that's the reason, like, I'm not taking full 100% negative, like, view of, like, the situation. That's the only thing that's keeping me sane, is I'm just like, well, I was, like, super mommy, kinda, and even my husband was like, when we was together, he's like, you're the best mother. He's like, I ain't never seen nobody that sacrifices their everything every day, for their kid like you do, and I was like, she my baby, like, she my baby. And so, it's like, I mean, she was my obsession. That's the reason she's got the master bedroom. That's the reason she's got a room full of toys, Because when she said she wanted it, if I had the money to get it, honey, it got, Like, I'd get it, And if I didn't have the money then, but I got the money later and I remembered that she wanted it, then I would get it for her, Like, she was my everything. And, like, now it's like I'm able to step out of the obsession, like, shit, and, like, step into where the obsession shit kind of needs to be in my mind, which is, like, I've always wanted to, wanted the fairy tale, me and somebody and a life together, like, like, a life together, and, like, I tried with my kid's dad, I tried with my husband, all fell apart, and then this girl comes along and she's a breath of fresh air, to say the least. Like, she's my complete opposite on one end, but then she's not on the other, and, like, we balance each other out, like, really fucking good, or at least I think we do. And I'm just like, I'm gonna marry her, and it scares the shit out of me that I'm saying that, because I've done been married and it fell apart and we're not even divorced, and I'm like, that hurt a lot. And it still hurts, and it always will a little, but I'm like, with her, I'm willing to risk it, I guess you'd say. But so anyways, it's like, that's what my other video was about, and this, and is like, I'm confused on what to do and everything, and it's like, if this girl doesn't step up and come into my life, then my OCD is probably going to come back really bad, and I'm worried about it coming back with a vengeance. And then, since I'm done depressed, am I, Lord? And then she showed up, and I don't know what that's supposed to mean, because she has not showed up all these months, because I've been waiting. I've been waiting. I was like, she gonna show up one day. She loved me. She gonna show up one day. And then finally, when I'm like, okay, she fucking hates me. Okay, apparently I'm disgusting to her. Okay, apparently I'm horrible to her. Okay, apparently her whole fucking family hates me. Okay, apparently all the people that work with her dad showing up every fucking night, it seems like, that is not what that is. That is just that they like this food. You know, like, they love this food, and that's why they're here, and it's nothing dealing with her, and it's okay, and I'm gonna be okay, and it's gonna be fine, and it's gonna be alright. And I'm like, whoo, let it go, let it go, let it go. And then she showed up, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? You know, I was like, you know, like, really? And I was like, no, don't do this to me. And I even made a video, like, where I'm like, why, you know, and I'm crying and everything. And, because it's just like, it just floored me. Like, I've been looking for you all this time, been waiting on you, been waiting to see you, and then you show up when I'm not expecting to see you at all, when I've gave up. And I honestly, like, I sit here even now because I'm like, will I ever see you again past now? And I'm like, I should have just grabbed you and hugged you, but then I'm like, you probably would have slapped me. Like, that's even like when we were standing in your house that day. Well, it wasn't your house, but anyways, if it's your aunt's, you know, but anyways, that you were in. But we were standing there and I was like, I really want to kiss you, you know, and you just kept staring at me and you wouldn't lean in, and I'm not gonna force myself on you. And I stood there and said that like probably 30 times, like, I really want to kiss you, you know, and like you just kept looking at me. Like, what am I supposed to do? I don't know what to do. And I regret not kissing you, you know, and then I told you, you know, that I regretted not making a move that night, and like, and then you're like, oh my God, you're horrible, and I'm like, I know, I'm so bad. And I'm like, don't make me feel worse about it. But, God, you're so fucking cute. Damn, you're so fucking cute, honey. Like, I really do care about you. Don't cry. But, anyways. Fuck. I've done cried enough. I don't want to cry. And I done cried this morning because I was so stressed out at work, and I about quit work. Shit. Because I watched a video that was like, oh, you have this many seconds in a day, and, you know, spend it like you would your money, and I'm just like, I hate this job. Like, I hate this job. I hate it. And I'm like, I need to leave it, but I don't have another job lined up, and I can't get one lined up right now. And like, I'm like, please let things fall into place, God, so I can get another job. Even if it's just a second job, that way I have enough money to get shit going, you know, like, please, you know. But anyways, my OCD is gonna come back if more than likely, because I'm not gonna allow myself, I don't think, to, because that's one thing too, is I don't know if you did it just to be petty, like you showed up just to be petty because you were mad, because I'd put a video up and maybe you'd seen it where I was like, you know, other people are flirting with me. And even though people are flirting with me more now than they have in the past, like, that's the way relationships work. Like, that's the way life works. And like that's even like with my husband. When me and my husband got together, he was like, man, he's like, people are hitting on me a lot. And I'm like, that's gonna happen. And he's like, why? And I said, because they see your value, because I seen your value. I said, that's the way it works. I said, people, the greed in their hearts and the jealousy. I said, so you've got to be strong enough to withstand that. And he's like, oh, I am. And he was cheating on me, It's like, dude, really? And then even some of the women that knew that he was cheating on me was like, oh, men are always going to cheat. They're always going to cheat. And I was like, the hell they will, not with me. No, I cut that shit off. And boy, did I. I fucking remember, like, we was trying to have a kid because he begged to have a kid because his mom's dying. Even though I told him I didn't want to have another one right now because still ain't got my license. Hadn't had a job at that point in time. And I was like, no, I got to have my shit together. That way, if you leave me high and dry, I can take care of a baby. I was like, no. And he's like, please, she's going to die of cancer. And so, like, we tried. And I went to the doctor. The doctor's like, oh, you fine. I went to the doctor again. They're like, oh, you fine. He convinced me it was me that was wrong. So I went to the doctor again. They're like, you're fine. You can have babies. He probably can, So I tried to get him. He wouldn't go. He wouldn't go to the doctor. He refused to go to the doctor. So I was like, dude, I'm doing everything. Then he called me a sex addict. It's like, what the fuck? And I was like, how the fuck do you think babies come to be? So then he does that. So then I find that he's cheating on me. I find all these text messages. I'm talking like thousands of text messages. And I done had a feeling. But, your heart, and everything. And found all these messages and was just like, you bastard. And I remember I'd bought some lingerie and it was sitting on the hamper because usually I wash stuff before I wear it. But because it was like where it'd fall apart, it was just not the best made, I guess you'd say, and like lace and stuff and everything. It was sitting on top of the hamper whenever he come home and he's like, what's that? And I'm like, nothing. And he's like, that's cute, and I'm like, yeah, I thought so too, and I was like, but then I put it on and I didn't really, and he's like, well, I'd like to see you in it, and I was like, I bet you would, and I said, but you ain't going to. Made him so mad. Oh my God, made him so mad. I'm talking lit the fuck up. Now, we still, I think we slept together, 2 more times around that time, and then we tried to make it work after we discussed the whole shit, but around that time, I slept with him twice, but I was just, plain Jane, straight up, he was so mad. And he's like, I don't see why you bought that if you're just gonna leave it sitting there, and I was like, you don't deserve that. And in all honesty, you didn't deserve anything, because what you done, but I was trying to. Anyway. But, yeah. Just going through hell with people, man. It's like this girl, I wanna go through hell with her, right now. I swear I love her. But anyways, so I'm confused because it's trying to figure out which sin I'm going to commit, I guess you could say, and everything. Because there's got to be that balance. There's got to be something. And if it goes into my OCD, I'm like, don't let it go so far that you get rid of your pets. Because I love my pets. And then I'll cry all the time because I won't forgive myself for it. Ever. But then I'll be happy because I'm like, I got allergies, so I've got to be perfect. Not have pets, And like I said in the previous video, I was like, or, I'll have a day, every day, that I gotta, oh, it's Monday, gotta bathe them, gotta do it, gotta. And then, when you get like that, you get so set in a fucking routine, you literally lose your goddamn mind. And, somebody can come along and throw you off your routine and you're just like, ah! Like, it enrages you so bad. Like, you're just like, you fucker. Like, it makes you want to kill him. And then I'm like, and that's not good for me to fall back into that, because if my kid ever does come back home, then there's going to be a lot of me just practically putting a pillowcase over my head and going to bed, and her being like, Mama, and I'll be like, just leave me alone, and she'll be like, what is it? And I'll be like, because she's a kid, and she's not going to understand the OCD, taking over and me allowing it to. And I'm just going to be shot the fuck out, and she's going to be like, Mom, and I'm going to be like, just leave me alone. It's okay, And she'll be like, what is it? And I'll be like, you didn't put the DVD back where it's supposed to go, And she'll be like, I'm sorry, and I'll be like, no, it's not you. It's me. It's not you. It's me. And I'll be like, so just go, And like, she shouldn't have to deal with that. And so I'm sitting here, man, I don't fucking know. Maybe I should just become a whore and a drug addict. Like, and I hate to say that, because, I mean, it's like, I can't be this goody two shoes all the time. I can't be this, I don't sin, type shit. I have to have like an outlet. I have to have some type of release. I have to have some type of something negative that I'm doing. That way it creates balance back in my life. And I know that it's negative because we're all human. We have human, traits, and human traits is to sin. And so I would rather just be gay and be with this girl and that be my sin and be like, yeah, I'm gay. What you think about it? Oh, you don't like it? Well, fuck you, And that's my sin of choice, and I love this girl, And then, like, everything else kind of be, mellow and calm and good and decent. I mean, like, I'm still gonna be, kind of like I am right now. Like, my house, like, is not looking the best, and shit. I got like 5 dishes sitting in the sink where I didn't finish them last night, and shit like that. But it's like it's gonna balance, and it's like I need that. And it's like, I wish this girl would just stop, because I don't want to go out here and find somebody else to try to create that with, because I don't like anybody else like that. Like, I really don't. And that's like I was talking in one video or whatever, or in the previous one. Like, I've had people hit on me more now because they see I'm valuable now. Where before it was like, oh, you're nothing, and you're not with nobody. And then I'm sitting here for all these months, and we're not even together. And I'm like, I'm in love with this girl. I want to marry her. I'm in love with her. I want to marry her. I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. And now all these girls are batting their eyelashes at me like, oh, that's so sweet. Oh, and I'm just like, no, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, And so I'm trying to bat them off, and like keep them at bay. But it's like, there's a part of me that's like, should I just give up and just, you know what? You're the cutest one out of the bunch. Let's give it a try. Because I ain't never been like a serial dater, I guess you'd say. Like, I really haven't, like, except for like one time in high school. And like, I didn't like the way it made me feel. It's like I would literally date a guy for 2 weeks and break up with him. And like, there's like 2 guys that I'm like, I should have stayed with them because I really did like them. And one of them, like, man, he got married and had kids, and he got his girlfriend pregnant with twins around the same time I got pregnant with my daughter, and I was just like, I've always wanted twins, and I knew he had twin, and I was just like, did I miss my blessing, if you will? But like, he got divorced, but he got a bunch of kids, and now he got a bunch of kids with the other girl, and I'm just like, did I really fuck myself over, breaking up with him? Because I really liked him. And it's like, there was this other guy that I really, really liked too. And he kind of had a little bit of a darker side, kind of like this girl that I'm into now. And like, he's moved the fuck away. Like, he don't even live here anymore. And like, he's all shot the fuck out because like, he just is and shit. But he's still the same cool, like, sweetheart and everything. But me and him can't make a run because, like, we just can't. We're too different now, And not like we're not too different, but we kind of are and stuff. Like I said, other dude, he's moved, like, and that's the way relationships come. And that's what I'm trying to get through to this girl's head is I'm like, don't make me be a missed opportunity, please, because I really love you, like, I really care about you. But then again, if she does, I can't be a hypocrite and be like, you're a bitch for it, because that's the way those guys was with me. Like, literally, like, one of them actually called me a bitch for breaking up with him. And, like, it tore my heart up to break up with him after the 2 weeks. I actually broke up with him, and then I went back to dating him the very next day. Like, I broke up with him, and I was like, I have to break up with you. And he's like, why? And I was like, because I gave myself a 2 week, like, limit. I was like, I'm doing surface dating. I said, because I don't want to have sex, and be like these whores around here that go to school. I was like, I'm not having sex with y'all. I was like, I'm dating you, and I'm kissing you, and I'm holding your hand, and I'm hugging you, and that's it. And I was like, and then I'm breaking up with you after 2 weeks. And I even told him that. And he's like, you're crazy. And I was like, I know, but that's why you like me. But I broke up with him. And the very next day I went back out with him. And I think me and him, like, I tried to break up with him another 2 weeks later, but I couldn't bring myself to. So I think me and him actually dated like 6 weeks. And whenever we broke up, man, people were all over my ass. They was like, why did you break up with him? And I'm like, because I have to. And they're like, why do you have to? Did your parents tell you to? And I'm like, my parents don't even know about him. Like, they know I got a boyfriend that calls the house, but they don't know who he is or anything. And I was like, and, I was like, I have to. Like, it's like, once something's set in my mind, it's set. And that's what I wish that this girl would, like, jump on and take opportunity, like, take, leap of faith with this and everything. Because my mind's set on her and wanting to be with her and wanting to date her and, God, just wanting to be with her, like, and marry her and have a family with her and give it my all. And if she don't take hold of it, then it's gonna go away eventually. Everything goes away eventually if it's not taken advantage of, I guess is the best way to say it. And then I'm mad at myself because she came in the store and there's part of me that's like, just grab her and kiss her. And I'm like, she's gonna fucking slap me. And that's even like when we were standing in her house, and I was like, I want to kiss you so bad. And then I look back and I'm like, should I have, and everything. Oh my God, my heart's. Calm down. I think I have what's referred to as a sticky heart valve. I don't know. Something's not right. It's like I've actually looked up, can you die of a broken heart? And it's like, yes, you can. I mean, it's not literally that, but it's like the stress. I gotta sit up and see if it'll stop. Fuck. It's like it's something dealing with like the muscles and like, I don't know. Because it's not just when that happens, usually my shoulder hurts too. And it's like you can have what's called a hernia, which is where the pockets that your organs are supposed to be in are ruptured, and so your organs move and causes problems. It's like right here in the center, like on this side of my heart, it's like it feels fucked up sometimes, like really bad. Because I'm stressed out, because I'm like, I want to be with her. Because I don't want to go back to being OCD. And I don't want to move on with just somebody random, because I've kind of done lived that life to a degree, like I said, because I dated guys for 2 weeks and would break up with them. And so I know what it's like to serial date, but I've not like serial dated in the way that, like, I guess you could say my kid's dad has, which is like date somebody for a couple months or a year and you're fucking them and then you move on, and then you just keep doing that. Like, I don't want that life. There's a part of me that has in the past and everything, and there's a part of me that's like, well, it's an experience, but then like all the stress that comes with it, and like having sex is a big thing to me, and I believe sex is definitely a spiritual thing, and it's not, I mean, yeah, you can bull it up to, or down to physicalities and stuff, but anyways, I'm going to end this video. I'm going to hope I hadn't lost the other one, because if I had, I'm going to have to reshoot this, but I'm just confused. Like, that's what I'm going to name this. It's like I'm confused, I'm lost. It's like picking a sin or whatever, and what sin am I going to pick? And then that's another thing too, is like sabotaging myself for as far as my job and everything. Is that going to end up being what I end up choosing? Is I'm going to quit my job, and then I'm not going to have enough money, and then I'm going to have to else hurry and try to find another job and go back to a job that I do not like, so I can have money, so I can make it here? Am I going to have to make up with the landlord, or am I going to have to go back and live with my grandmother, or am I going to have to go back to the homeless shelter? Or am I going to have to go back to my parents so that way I can be like, see, I'm a good girl and let me raise my kid with you, and then listen to my dad call me a whore and a bitch and a slut every fucking day, and then if I'm working, they're going to want my whole paycheck, and then I'll never have a vehicle, and it's like I'm trying to hold on, That's the reason I broke down at work this morning. I'm trying. But, so, yeah. So if you're confused too, you're trying really hard, and shit just ain't making sense or something, you like my videos, please comment, share, like, or subscribe. I'll catch you later.